What happened the first 10 games no longer matters, Coach. It is playoff time in Mississippi. It got started last week with the smaller schools, and now it's our turn. 10-0 on the regular season. Before we talk about playoffs, just put the first 10 games or the regular season into a capsule for us.
Yeah, you got me on that, Greg. I think the biggest thing is you've seen improvement every week.
Every week.
You've seen a lot of different guys do a lot of different things. A lot of kids grow up. You've seen your stars be stars. You've seen adversity in different type of ways. You've seen blowouts in different type of ways. And I think you've seen a complementary football team that really likes each other, that's really close, that really gels together, and it's a testament to the kids because they're doing a good job creating their success and going out there every Friday night.
You've had injuries too. You basically got 2 D1 kids who are out for the season. They've been missed, but you've had other guys step up too, and I think that's what's been impressive this year.
Yeah, I mean, you've had guys that come in and step up and do their job, or we find a different way to make things happen. It's tough because those guys, you hate it for those guys because they deserve to be on the field, and like one of them's their senior year and he's out for the year, and he's always been a glue guy. And I think the biggest thing is they want to do it for those guys too, but it's also an opportunity for somebody else to step up and somebody else contribute. Our message this week has been, last 2 years have been for naught.
Right.
Last 2 years you can say we threw it away. And what is strike 3 gonna look like?
Right.
You've seen how to and not to do it. And now it's right in front of you. It's ours for the taking if we want it. We've just got to go out every day, worry about winning that day, winning that game, and just being straight focused on the prize.
Into the regular season last Thursday night at Starkville, winning 29-14. Found ourselves down at halftime. They had a nice little drive to kind of end the first half, and we outplayed them the first half and just kind of a few things here and there, and then just the second half completely dominated the game.
I think I think they. I could say the flip side to that too. I think they really kind of got after us.
They did.
And
it was senior night.
It was senior night, and I feel like, first half we're kind of, I don't think we didn't play hard or anything like that. I think they're a talented team. That's a really good team. It is Tupelo versus Starkville. They brought some good energy. We were matching it, but nothing was kind of swinging either way. I think, like I said, the second half, we settled down. That's why I told them at halftime, I said, guys, this is the same score they had last week against Madison Central. Okay? And remember what happened. I said, second half is yours to take. You got to be more physical. You got to go out and take it. But it is a tough place to play up there.
It is.
It's a weird environment.
And we won back-to-back for like the first time there.
Exactly. And, you had two or three touchdowns called back first half, kind of be expected. That kind of hurt us momentum-wise. And, but, to leave with a win, they kind of get a late score right there. The game's kind of lopsided at the end. But, we had to fight 4 quarters. It is what it is. We're expecting them to play them again. So we'll see what they are the second time around.
Now it's Lewisburg, old division foe from a couple of years ago. They've not had the best of years, but that's the way playoffs is, and you can't take anybody lightly. That'll be 7 o'clock here on Friday night, and it's also a special night. As halftime, we will announce the Coach Mickey Linder Award, so you don't want to miss that. Coach, how do you change anything this week with it being the playoffs? You're finally back in a routine after an open week, a Thursday night game, and now we're back to our normal Friday game.
We're going back to the basics, just kind of like a normal week. We're also being smart with what we do because we know it's about getting to Friday every day.
Right.
It's the time frame that we're at on the field, utilize it. Utilize your weights and film the right way. like I said, the biggest thing is worry about us. Every week's about us. It's about us. We're not naming an opponent that we play each week. It's about us. It's about going out there, playing our best, improving every week, because we still have room to improve. We still have young guys to improve.
Right.
We still have guys that are figuring out different roles. You're going to see a different team this Friday. We're going to have some guys playing some different positions, because we feel like there's been some guys that might have been that's been a number 2 guy, and when he gets out on the field, he's one of the better ones on the field, and so we're trying to figure out a way to get that guy on the field and moving a number 1 guy to another spot. So we're still working some things out, you know, to kind of polish some stuff for this run, and you know, it's about us at the end of the day. That's all it is.
You make a good point about saying it's about us, because when you came out of the locker room at halftime, you told me we got to establish the momentum to start the second half and score. It looked like we were going to go 3 and out, and you pulled the you got to be undefeated in the we're not undefeated, perfect when it comes to the fake punt. I don't think we've not failed it since you, I don't think we have failed it since you've been here, and that was a gutsy move again, deep in your territory. But you didn't. It wasn't really a surprise. Your punter wasn't lined way back like he normally was.
It really wasn't a surprise. It was like, hey man, I don't. You know, I trusted our defense. I trusted our offense. Coach Jones felt really good about it up top, and I trust my staff. You know, he had a good one. You know, I mean, I would like, you know, going forward. I told him I like to show one every week if we could. You know, just you know, it's kind of cool to go get to do it, and obviously that was some big momentum right there.
Well, you go ahead and score, and you don't waste it. That was the key.
You don't waste it. Exactly.
You don't waste it.
You don't waste it, and you know, we took advantage of that moment, and you know, it helps the guy you're snapping it to back there too is a elite athlete.
Always fun to beat your rival. You know, that was the 3rd straight year in the regular season that we have beaten them, and that hadn't happened. I don't think that's ever happened either. Lately it hadn't. It did early on in the series. And now it's Lewisburg. What have you been able to see from them on film? What are we going to expect offensively and defensively from them?
Greg, I really don't know what we're going to expect. You know, just I'm not going to lie. I mean, every week they kind of come out with something new on offense. So they've tried everything. So they might come out and wing T Friday night. I don't know.
They've got nothing to lose.
They've got nothing to lose. They're a team that are going to try to take some risk. You know, they know they're coming over here with nothing to lose. You know, a team that's kind of squeaked into the playoffs, and so you know, I really don't know what to expect. So I've tried to make it more about us and how we play and how we line up, and whatever they do, we're prepared for it because you've seen it before, and we have checks and balances for things like that. And so, you know, it's just go out and play your game, have fun playing, worry about the right now, and, you know, like play hard, because in games like this is sometimes games where you might get a nagging little nick and stuff because you might not play hard because you're trying to match their energy. Do we play up or do we play down?
You know, it's games like this, if you play who you are, everything takes care of itself.
It does, exactly.
But like you said, you still got to have the energy. And it's still high school football on a Friday night with the big prize on the line.
That's
you know, from here, you're playing for that state championship now, and it starts this week. When you look back over the course of your season, is there one guy that you can look back and say, this is our most improved player who has really come on and helped us?
Oh, there's a lot of guys. I would say improve-wise, there's a lot of different guys in that category. I mean, Chris Ivey's always been a great player, but he's been one of our best players on defense. Right. He's took advantage of his moment from last year to this year. Same thing with Malachi Gillen. He's the same way. You know, has finally taken advantage of his moments out here. Oh, God, there's a lot of different guys. Jacalyn Patton on the D-line has been a guy that has taken advantage of his moments and been one of our better D linemen. Offensively, I mean, you've seen Ashton Blanchard, you know, same spot last year, kind of a spot player. Now this year he's come in and made some big catches, made some big plays. You know, like the rest of the guys, just seeing is I wouldn't say they're most improved. They're MVPs.
Yeah.
You know, we got a team of a bunch of MVPs that are special guys. You know, on offense, JJ, Noah, Braylon Matthews, a whole O-line. You know, on defense, like Chris Ivy, Mason Dunn, Iverson McCoy, Kay Kilgore, KJ Jenkins. There's just so many guys for you to name. That, you know, it would be wrong for me to say there's a most improved or an MVP, because it's been a team effort. There's a lot of talent out there, but a lot of guys that really love the game of football, and that's what's been special, is when you got guys like being around each other and they love the game of football, and makes your job easy coaching.
I asked you that to set you up because you just made the point of everybody has improved, everybody has contributed. And when you're a championship caliber team, it's not just one or two players. It appears to be everybody, and we're seeing that this year.
I hope so. You know, I hope that's what everybody else thinks, you know, besides me, because at the end of the day, y'all see it from a different lens and get to see it from a different lens. I get to see these kids grow up and mature, not just in football, but in life and academics. And, you know, I get to see some kids get that light bulb, and maybe when they were a freshman and sophomore would be immature with this situation, but now completely get it, and that's what's
right.
Awesome.
Right. Well, Coach, best of luck this week. Can't wait. Hopefully we've got 4 more games left in us. And be sure to get here early. Friday night, get your tickets online. If you can't be here, we'll be on Sunny 93.3 or at the live stream. For Coach Harden, I'm Greg Ellis. This is Gridiron Takes.